Thank you, Conman Ice, for the 1 bit. Looking forward to this one, the start of the DFRAG Open Series 5's playoffs, or sort of. I mean, technically they've already started, being played, I would say at the same time as this game, but they actually moved their match forward about half an hour, so it's already started. That's Ground Zero taking on, I think it's Mark and Larry, if I remember correctly, over on Flamboyant's channel, so I'm sure there's tons of people watching that game. If you want to watch it, that's where to find it. Otherwise, Rooster versus DXA is what will be on here. So teams just finished their vetoes, I believe. And there's usually, you know, like 10 minutes of warm up after they jump into the server. But, you know, gives you guys a bit of time to settle in, grab a snack. Make sure you've got your drink of choice. I apologize, and hopefully this gets cut out by like the audio setup that I've got. But if you hear this noise, that like metal tapping, I don't know if it comes through. This sort of noise, I'll talk so that is because my wireless headphones decided to die on me yesterday. So I'm using my old wired headset, which unfortunately has a cable. So that's, if you hear that, that's what it is. Otherwise, no worries. Vetoes have gone through. So we've got Inferno, Dust 2, and Overpass. Inferno is DXA's pick, Dust 2 is Rooster's pick, and then Overpass is the decider. Yeah, we're just waiting for things to get started right now. Now, I think I have casted a DXA game in the past, but I don't think it was one. Oh, it might have been one where I was in the server, because I've got a couple of their players saved to my like HUD thing. So hopefully that all turns out okay. All right, let me go to here. Ta-da! It's the server. Don't worry, rounds aren't starting yet. We're just waiting. But you know, give you guys something to look at at least, rather than just a be right back screen. Hmm. Is fake Jinxie? Because like as far as I can see on DFRAG and HLTV, the listed members of this DXA roster are Zoot, Supers, Kaput, Mist, and Jinxie. But we've got a fake in the server. Are those two different players? Was there like a change of name at some... Oh, his last name is fake. Okay, yeah. That must be the same person. I'll just fix that on the HUD real quick. Fake is Jinxie, HLTV slow to change. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. As far as I can tell, that's it's just his faceit name, so it's gonna keep being like that in the kill feed. But I'll just change it to match what's on HLTV and stuff. Oh, fake is what he wants. Oh, okay, right. I'm still gonna change it to Jinxie because there'll be people that come in. They see this game on HLTV. They probably have like, I don't know, bets or something that they wanna read the names of, and they're gonna be like, "Who the hell is fake?" As a famous Jinx. Oh, okay. Everyone just got booted from the server. Um, cool. That's nice. Okay, well, real quick, I will just put you guys back on the be right back screen. You can ignore the time. I'll just get rid of the timer because it's not needed right now. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I'll let you guys know when I have updates, but presumably some sort of technical issue with the server. Gotta love this sort of stuff, huh? Okay, it looks like they had to redo the Faceit match because I think one of the players on Rooster didn't get in time, maybe? Even though they all managed to get in the server. But I think they have things up and running again, so I'll try and jump back in. We'll see what happens. Okay, yeah, the server died. Cool. Alright, I'm reconnecting to the new one. We're not missing any game, I promise. They haven't started yet. Alright. Here we go. We're back on Inferno. None of the players are back in yet, but they will be soon. Jumping back to the Jinxie fake thing, I've just I've set it so that his name will be listed as Jinxie and then in brackets fake, so it's 100% clear who it is. Hopefully that's a acceptable compromise. I'll be back in 1 second, but you know, should be 10 minutes or so of warm up, so I'll let you guys know when we're getting started. Okay, and I'm back. Good to see I haven't missed much. Looks like everyone's connected to the server, so we shouldn't have too long of a wait before things get underway. Sometimes the players like to play out these warm-ups, sometimes. There you go. This is a fake knife round. If you're unfamiliar with these sorts of tournaments, just the way it works, it's kind of annoying to have it, you know, do the picking CT and T side ahead of time. So what they do is they just have the team that picked the map for the knife round, and then yeah, you do it via the normal face it system. Just less headaches for everyone involved, and it means you get the satisfaction of stabbing your teammates every once in a while. But as you can see, up in the top left there, we've got our Vito Inferno Dust 2 overpass. The first map is DXA's pick, so they had to lose the knife round. They'll be starting on the T side, going up against Rooster. This is the playoffs of DFRAG Open Series 5s. We do have a double elimination format in this event, so it's not loser goes home yet. But you know, you're certainly a lot closer to winning that title if you pick up a W in this game. So the winner of this will go on to play the winner of Ground Zero versus Mark and Larry. And then the loser of this game will also go on to play the loser of that game. Starting off nice and early, Chelio's taking a peek down mid. Doesn't prove too eventful. Some nade damage, I think, from Skull Hunter onto Supers. But pretty passive CT setup, especially over on B. They do have a 4 stack over towards the A side. It's going to be poked by these 2 Ts coming in from the apartments. Bomb right now is in banana. Still undecided where this round is going to finish up. Maybe they're trying to pull a rotation expecting this sort of stack set up towards A. Even with that contact though, Skull Hunter, he's got the smoke to drop. He feels confident enough, it seems, to hold this on his own because there's been no rotation. A good read for Rooster. even with the flashbang. Now that is going to pull Juices away. All of a sudden, T's exploding up short towards the A bomb site. Rotation's coming back. Blind out of balcony is kaput. He's been taken down. Last T left alive on site is Supers, and he's been removed as well. Nice shooting from Chelios, a couple of headshots. Baker's made his way all the way through the B bomb site, but he is going to be caught here. Or so I thought. Juices, that's a bit ugly. He's going to go down. So Fake has more of a chance of this clutch than I thought he did. Bomb dropped on the side. He's got 10 seconds to pick it up, but fully blinded by that flash from Skull Hunter. I think he threw that one. I don't even know where from, but clearly it was effective. Fake gets blinded and Rooster pick up the pistol. Should be relatively routine with the fully automatic weapons to just clean up. I think it's 5 Glocks. And they really found, I think it was 2 kills in the pistol, so with no bomb plant. Easy to see why they couldn't justify any investment into the second round. Bomb's making its way through apps. It has been dropped. Reckons MP9 good for that one. Juices spraying away on the Famis, only gets 1. It'll have to be Reckons to clean things up. And he will do so successfully, helped out by Chelios and Juices. Nice easy 2-0 start for Rooster. But like, this is where things can start to get a little more complicated. You know, the AKs come out for the T side, a timeout taken for Rooster. I feel like when I've been watching this tournament specifically, there's been a lot of these. And I'm not sure if it's like for tech reasons or if teams really just want to make sure their strategies are good. I think I'm hearing chat messages in the headphones, which usually means, you know, someone's got to go AFK or something. Life happens, unfortunately. We'll see if they need to call another one. Hopefully not. Hopefully we're about to get back underway. It's a bit of a weird buy for Rooster. I mean, they are just pretty much bonusing, meaning they saved their guns from the last round and they should have enough utility left over that they can really have not much investment into round number 3. But like a UMP on Reckons, MP9 more standard on ADK. Famous for Juices as he was the lone player that went down last round. Trying to strike that balance between, you know, not over-investing into a round that will be difficult to win and also not, you know, giving up on it. You want to have a chance still. Skull Hunter on this banana engagement. That's a risky nade to throw, but it does pay off a lot of damage. Super's now kind of in that one-shot health range. Block smoke in front of them. And there's another one still on Decibel. Skull Hunter's actually got another one as well. So they can stall this out for a long time unless DXA want to go straight through it, and they have blown it open. CTs now will be rushed down. Skull Hunter's M4 finds nothing. ADK MP9, the only chance to deny this plan. He sprays away through the smoke. Kaput's on low HP. Chelios has found one through the CT smoke. Oh, this could collapse so easily for DXA. Supers and Kaput both very, very low on health. There's a nade on Reckons as well. If he just throws that in the right position, could be an easy pickup for the CTs. Reckons has the kit in hand. Maybe that UMP purchase gave him the extra financial wiggle room. They will be exploding out now from coffins, and it will be Reckons and Chelios taking down 2 players. Super's now in the 1v3, and he is gone. So Rooster will pick up the 3rd round. They'll collect some AK-47s for themselves. And this could be an early momentum builder on Inferno. I love how the crop for the player photos is different on like the scoreboard in the top left. So Skull Hunter's, you can only just see like above his mouth. It looks like he's just peeping over the top there. AWP out for Chelios. You would think that it would be a relatively easy one for him, just up against the pistols. Couple of players towards B, but the bomb not really committed to the T side. Zoot, on the other hand, is very much committed, standing out in the open. He's going to get caught. Chelios up on the line. Looks like the first test might be coming the way of Reckons. There's 2 players in apartments. They want to peek him from left and right at the same time. This Jiggles, I think he's caught wind of this. Maybe a footstep or something. Mist will give up the presence. Aware now of this apartment's push. Chelios and Decibel pick off the other 2 players. Now with info on where these last 2 are, Chelios just has to hold Boil up. They will slip out past him. How far can they get? Oh, that's a nasty no-scope. Karma's a bitch, so Mist will take him down, but it'll be the round win for Rooster regardless. Apologies if I'm a little stuttery or, I don't know, not quite as sharp as usual today. I did cast yesterday down in, or up I suppose from where I am, in Joondalup at GG Gaming Lounge. That was for the finals of WA League. West Australian Counter-Strike, WACS. Conky was there, if you guys know him. Pretty notable caster. If you've been to IEM Melbourne last year, you should know who he is. He was the man on stage with the microphone. Oh, Skull Hunter, that's not a good look. Facing the wrong way as he rounds the corner. We'll leave ADK alone on B after his teammate falls as well. Spamming on the smoke is not far off, but he's running out of bullets in this A1S mag. And it will leave Juices in the 1v4. Oof, and Supers shuts him right down. So DXA, that's a convincing one. Puts their first round on the board here on Inferno. And gives them, you know, possibly the start of something here on their T side. Still plenty of money for Rooster though. At least for this round. Chelios will have the AWP again. Everyone else equipped with full util. Everyone's got the rifles. Everyone's got the defuse kits. A couple of players missing head armor, but should be inconsequential. Chelios all tempted. Peek down mid. Supers is on the other side of this. Right now, no one's given up the peak. A bit of a scuffle on Banana. Nades being exchanged. Zoot catches Skull Hunter. Not quite ready for that peak, but the nade does take down his teammate in return. So it's 2 versus 2. It's actually 2 separate 2v2s, as there's a similar situation going down over on the A side of things. Chelios missed AWP shot. Eventually allows a way in. Has been a rotation to come through. Juices, ow, what a spray! He catches Mist just through the long smoke. So now certainly the B side looks more tempting, but the bomb's still at T ramp. Supers and Zoot, they can take this space, but they need their final teammate to go and scoop up that C4 for them. Smoke on CT will allow a cross into the bomb site, and ADK doesn't want to give up this fight alone. He knows that they have the numbers. If they play the trades, this should be a 1 round. They will swing together off the back of the flashbang. Oh, but Zoot on the smoke spam. Gonna leave Juices cowering in this corner. C4 arrives in the hands of Kaput. With the spray just a little bit off. So it will be 3v3 in the post plant. Supers quickly thins it down to 2v3. Chelios and Reckons, as I mentioned, they do have the defuse kits. That spam's in the right spot, but he's still tucked in behind the box. And it looks like they are just going to save the Inferno Classic, unfortunately, but just the nature of the map, it's usually not a bad strategy, especially when you have to retake either of the bomb sites, because, well, it's really hard. Unless you're playing against Falcons, then, you know, it can be deceptively easy. Credit to them, though, they did just make their way into playoffs against Na'Vi at the Major. I'll be watching later tonight to find out if our Asian reps, the Mongols, can make it through. Honestly, I kind of, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it because I'm so inspired by 9Z. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, you know, they're frauds. They shouldn't be making it this far in Stage 3. They shouldn't be beating these teams. But, like, it's clear to me that the players are very good. Like, I don't know. I find it kind of unjustifiable that you can say, oh, it's just luck when they've had such good results, even for, like, you know, multiple tournaments in a row. It's not quite the same as Legacy at Austin, where they just showed up out of nowhere and randomly beat Vitality, snapped their streak. Ooh, nice flash. Will allow Mist to pick up the entry. Chelios with the pistol out. Maybe there was fake info. It's a bit of a questionable play. Maybe he thought that there was a dink or something. Could have been through a corner. Either way, the result is both the A defenders have been dropped. D4 in the hands of Zoot. DXA haven't actually taken almost any space off the back of those two picks. Maybe that aggressive position in Boiler gives them the impression that there was a stack on this bomb site, but the rest of it's completely open. It is 3-5-7s remaining towards B. Oh, sorry, a P2K on Juices. Fake might just have to sniff this setup out on his own. Oh, he phases the smoke right past ADK. He's hearing those footsteps. So that should be the nail in the coffin now. He's hearing 2 sets of CTs running around. Supers will get in position to collect those frags as they make their way out of Banana. Missed shot. Hold on. Kaput should have the killing blow. There he goes. Nicely done, DXA. They've picked up a 3rd round. 1 away from tying up the game against Rooster, who still have enough money to buy back in, but it's not quite as good as previous rounds. Chelios isn't going to have enough for the armor with the AWP, so he will opt for a rifle instead. A couple of Famises on Reckons and ADK. Tactical timeout for DXA. Maybe they know that this is their chance to really swing the momentum back in their favor. Rooster, you know, because they had that 4-round lead, the loss bonus has built up, so they're gonna, you know, be able to buy back in within a couple of rounds. But even still, if they lose this one, it should be at least a half buy, which, if you're DXA, is one of the easier ones you're going to pick up in this series. Now, I guess while we're waiting here, I'll take the chance to do a quick plug. If you're enjoying this tournament, you can keep up with it on DFRAG.gg. You can keep up with all the Australian Counter-Strike events and such there. They host a bunch of tournaments themselves. I think there's a LAN one that's being played over in the eastern states in a couple of weeks, hosted by HyperX, if I'm not mistaken. I think, collaboration with DFRAG. So yeah, if you're interested in that sort of stuff, that's where you can find it, dfrag.gg, for all your OC Counter-Strike needs. In contrast to the last round, Apartments is being left pretty much untouched by Rooster. As I say that, it's Reckons who's taken up this position right outside Boiler. But it looks like they're anticipating maybe something more towards middle. Chelios has the awareness. He's going to drop that smoke in. But right now, there's 3 DXA players just making their way down the stairs. It's going to be a tough ask for them to hold on to this. Reckons off the back of the Molotov just swings on in and gets taken out immediately. It'll have to be Chelios and Juices if they want to hold on to the A-bomb site, unless DXA are choosing to move away from it. A rotation back towards B. Neither of those players, Skull Hunter and ADK, have budged, so they are still here, still ready to defend this. Block smoke in front of them with 30 seconds on the clock. A rotation, or it looked like Chelios was going to go, but he's actually pulled back towards A. Bomb is, of course, in top banana in the hands of Fake. Flash over a coffin. Skull Hunter swings out. They're making their way through these smokes. Missed. Still alive in pool. Skull Hunter drops the bomb with 6 seconds. 5, 4. Do they have this? Zoot manages to start it, I think, in time. Oh my goodness, that came down to the very wire. So easily it could have gone the other way, but it will be a 4v2 in the post plant now. Juices and Chelios have to try and find these fights, and it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. Fully blinded by that flash. No kit for him. Best option is to save once again. So DXA will tie it up despite my rightly pointed out caster curse. They are going to pick up round number 8. And, you know, Juices gets caught. So look at the money now for Rooster. Pretty much as low as you can get with that level of loss bonus. It's going to be a half buy, maybe even a full eco if they want the AWP on Chelios, and you know, there's full utility belts. Hi caster. God, I hate watching Inferno. Zero way to make it exciting, lol. I do my best. What can I say? I think our save count right now is only at 2, so, you know, it could be worse. At least we're not watching Paravision, am I right? No offense. I like Jam. Trying to retake car here is ADK and Juices. Only ADK's 5-7 remaining. He is backed up by Chelios, jumping over the wall, spamming away. He's lost his teammate behind him. Skull Hunter's here as well, but I mean, it seems like the jig is up for DXA. They're just going to go back over to the A-bomb site where they'll find Reckons stranded in the middle of Moto. Suit cam caught. Yeah, I'm not wearing my suit today, bro. I'm sitting in my super dry jumper. I actually brought this jumper to the LAN yesterday, but it just stayed in my bag in case I found it too embarrassing to be wearing a suit. But you know what? I look damn good, so I was not about to take that shit off. Oof, Chelios finds the opening. I mean, as I pointed out, Rooster went for pretty much, you know, as bare bones of a half buy as you can get in the last round, just the 5-7, so plenty of money for the rifles and the AWP to come back out in round 10. Looking to tie things up against DXA. And we've seen a lot of this from them this game. I mean, it's kind of the standard on Inferno, just to split up and search for clues Scooby-Doo style. To Skull Hunter's credit, I feel like he's been doing a pretty good job with managing these smokes. A couple of times we've seen DXA go through them, and they have been relatively successful when they push the bomb site. But at least in this round, it is going to force them back over towards A. And there's still 3 CTs here to meet them. 40 seconds on the clock as they make their way up brackets. Chelios has a chance for a collateral. It was very close to it. It will be a second frag for him anyway. Nade lands a lot of damage onto Supers and Kaput, and they're being funneled into this short side. All 3 CTs here ready to collect. It's Reckons to deny Chelios' ace. But either way, it will be a 5th round for Rooster. They will tie up the scoreline. Couple more chances for DXA. They've got more than enough money to last out the half. Now it is going to be presumably just the buy rounds. It's 4 AKs for the CT side, which is going to make these defenses all the more difficult to crack. Chelios. Oh, it's a missed shot. Supers misses as well. They're going whip for whip here on Banana. The util is so huge though. They've already brought down 1 player. I can't even believe that Supers doesn't burn to death there. I mean, the fact that he survives on 2 HP is just about a miracle. There's still a couple of nades left in the hands of these Rooster players though, so feels like a stray gust of wind could blow him over at any moment. Skull Hunter rotation might have been heard in through library. The short regress from Chelios is going to get caught. Supers, that 2 HP is more than enough for that job. But Juices and Skull Hunter Decibel, they're all shutting it down. Kaput will be the last one left in the 1v4. Stuck inside the apartments. He does have full HP and a minute to work with, but these frags are not going to come easily. And there it is. Juices picks him up. So 1 more round to go in the first half of play. 1 more chance for DXA to keep things even Steven. They've been pretty neck and neck since like the first 4 rounds. You know, Rooster kind of took an early lead, then DXA battled back, and since then they've just kind of been going, you know, blow for blow, 1 for 1. No one really pulling ahead all that much. Ooh, this is aggressive. Mid push comes through for Rooster. Chelios is going to put 1 away. He loses Reckons in front of him, so numbers stay even 4v4. Looks like B will be the bomb site of choice here for DXA, and that's a great start to their chances. Supers with the AWP. Once again, giving them an opening over towards the bomb site. 80k's flash over the top is good, but he's unable to really do anything about it. He's got another one in the belt. Will choose to chuck that out as well. Supers on the Tech 9 spam. Gonna get taken down to the smoke, but Zoot's got his back. Now 2 versus 3. It's last round and a half, so we will be seeing no more saving. Rooster, you've got to go for this one. Molly will try to deny the plant, but it's on the wrong side of the bomb site. Fake going to be able to stick that one with no issues. And now just about 30 seconds left for these 2 Rooster players to start making moves. Limited utility here for the T side. That will be the last Molotov dropped in, the last ability to stall they had. Now it's simply all about the gunfights. Juices, flashes, smokes come out. But they need to get on the bomb soon. Chelios is trying to sniff out these players. He actually is looking where his teammates got covered. So DXA are going to pick it up 6 rounds to 6 at the end of the first half. They'll move over onto the CT side of their map pick, as a reminder. And, I mean, yeah, what can I say? They're neck and neck, tied up. I can't see who's going to pull ahead in this one. It's, the most entertaining type of Counter-Strike, in my opinion. See what the pistol round holds in terms of E-side strategies. Well, not much in the first 20 seconds, but we've got another 90 to go. Looks like they are going to want to go towards A, which is seemingly the right call, as there's only 2 defenders here to meet them. Kaput and Supers, they don't have any utility to block these players off, so relying on the straight USP headshots. First engagement isn't lethal until Kaput swings back out. He's good for 2, but trades come through. Has to be the retake. Chelios already in position to cut it off, but he falls in the bomb! Chelios had the bomb! Oh no! Rooster, not like this. Now they've got to fight to recover it. So difficult to clear the CTs out. They could be tucked into any one of these corners. Fake is just stalling for time, really. Letting his teammates get into all sorts of nooks and crannies. Missed all the way back. Making sure second mid is covered. Zooters watching for a player wrapping all the way around through Banana. It would be an ambitious play, and it's not one that the last 2 Rooster players want to make. Juices has found what could have been the gap, but he starts loud walking, and he will be swiftly removed. Zoot and Mist take him down, so DXA pick up the pistol. They cut off the bomb before it can make its way into A. And what should have been probably like a 3v3 post plant ends up just being a desperate struggle to recover the C4. Oh, that's surprising. They didn't plant the bomb, but Rooster are choosing to force into the second round. Usually when teams don't get the plan on T side, they just choose to save their money, try and get the AKs out in round 3. Not Rooster's style, apparently. Chelios' Deagle is good for that headshot onto Mist. Gives them the man advantage. If you're a CT, this is where your fingers start to sweat, where you start to feel like, you know, I need to make a play, I need to reclaim some space on the map. They will successfully get back Car, where there are 4 terrorists lying in wait. Smoke in front of them for Jinxie, but they've got full belts of utility. If they want to go through this, they can and will do so. There's only 1 defender left on the B-bomb side, and he's got a lot of players coming his way. Skull Hunter good for the trade on the UMP as Zoot arrives in CT spawn. The bomb makes its way into the site. Bit of a strange decision for Juices to be jumping up like that, but he will not get punished for it. So it's 3v4 in the post plant. There is a defuse kit on Kaput, and they want to put the faith in the full auto weapons. There they go. The first frag is found. 2 players make their way into church. Skull Hunter's UMP not able to find another. 80k on low HP is going to swing, or not, off the flashbang. Instead retreating, wants to cover Banana for his teammate. Supers makes his way out through that smoke, and he's good for the frag on the FAMAS. Juices falls as well. So it will be a successful retake for DXA. A round that easily could have got out of hand for them will be recovered. And try as they might, Rooster's force buy does unfortunately fall flat. Bomb plant will enable them, you know, they could get a slightly better force buy if they wanted to. And it looks like it is going to be what they choose to do. Galil on Skull Hunter and Reckons. AK on Producers. Tech 9s for Chelios and ADK. They say run it back. Let's go again. Interesting. They're making a lot of footsteps here at top Banana, throwing out some utility. They're sending the bomb out, but I don't know if Chelios realized he had the C4. I feel like in the team speak there might have been a couple of shouts of, "You have the bomb! You have the bomb!" Maybe he was planning to try and sell the fake a little bit. It has drawn a rotation, so there's currently 3 CTs over towards B. Might be a little bit of a double pump tactic. Fake it and then go back in. Skull Hunter good for 2 frags on the Galil, is traded back. But surely, yeah, there it is. Zoot falls. Not able to stand his ground, so the B-bomb site will fall. Has to be Supers and Kaput in the 2 versus 3. Reckons pops up like a whack-a-mole. Cuts off that rotation. Now, it would not surprise me if we see a save. A sort of clutch scenario like this, it's always tempting to try and go for it, but with a smoke in front of him, the easy and possibly correct decision is just to try and save your gun for the next round. It was just a little further back, Reckons might have caught him, but he will survive. 8 rounds to 7 now. You know, they're staying oh so close together in terms of the overall scoreboard. Almost difficult to see one of these two sides pulling ahead right now. Super Zorp, early position on the half wall. Flash blinds ADK as he just goes all the way in. He's good for the first frag on Zoot. Trying to escape, he will make his way back past the flames. Another man advantage for Rooster. Another conversion required to tie up the game. Kaput has that saved M4 up on the apartment's balcony. He'll be helped out by Mist, who has a 5-7 and no utility to his name. Spots out the push coming short. And he will get back to the bomb site in time. Now they have the crossfire set up. Kaput activating from the balcony. Finds the first kill. Flashes blind him so much though. And Skull Hunter gets both those kills. A bomb site falls. The plant will go down. Super's surely going to be saving the AWP. And without a teammate, Baker's just going to have to chill in T-spawn as well. Not the chicken. Don't do it. Ah. Rest in peace. Here lies... what do we call it? Anyone got any ideas? Double agent chicken. At least they didn't kill the other chicken. True. This is the lucky one. Oh wait, they might be about to lose their guns. I should probably look at what's going on. Nice shot, Supers. Okay, they're going to get the save. AWP and MV9 will be carried over into the next round for DXA. But, well, it must be like the 5th time I'm saying this at this point. We're tied up 8 rounds to 8. I'm just going to press tab here so you can see the timeline. They went 4-4, then 5-4, then 5-5, and 6-5, then 6-6. And then we got 8-6, and now we're at 8-8. So, I mean, what do you say? Reckons that this push is coming early to him. Oh, but he's caught by Fake. The MP9 finds the first kill. Juices on the Mac-10 is out of bullets. Has to swap to his pistol, but he'll be run down. Fake's MP9 finds another. It's a huge nade. It actually deals so much damage onto Mist. It feels like that might not even be enough now. For Chelios and ADK, it's a 2 versus 5 situation. Bomb in their possession, and the AK's in hand. They still have to get past the AWP. Supers posted on the line. First shot doesn't land. Smoke on CT will mean Zoot's USP is all there is to hold them off the side, and he's just going to peek out and get destroyed. Flash through the smoke, but no push to follow it. At least not yet. A real chance now for Chelios and ADK at pulling off this 2v5 clutch. Mist is on low HP. Doesn't have any armor. Super's not super healthy either. You just need to survive while the bomb timer ticks down. Great flash, but Supers gets away from the angle just in time to avoid the headshot. A Molotov in front of Jinxie is stalling things out even more. First kill comes for Chelios. And the last 2 won't even be required. They're just saving. A 2 versus 5 comes together for Rooster. In the most unlikely of rounds, Chelios will be the hero, pulling out all 3 frags. It felt a little too easy I mean, sure, it was a good shot onto Zoot, caught him peeking over the top of the coffin, but like he only had a USP. I don't know how he got the first kill on Banana. And I also, unfortunately, missed the last one he got onto the player in CT, but that was enough. Ace, sure, I guess. We'll call it an ace. Just to, I guess, discourage saving. We'll say if you save, you know, your saved gun counts towards the kill count of the player on the other team. Fake manages to avenge Zoot in Banana. So, the numbers advantage Rooster had is swiftly removed from them. And because Super's decided to save the Alt Blast round, Chelios doesn't have that one. He's working with an AK instead, but he's shown that he is just as capable working with the fully automatic weapon. Right now the setup for the CTs is 3 towards B. Might just be the right call as the bomb, along with 4 terrorists, make its way up Banana. Super Zorp, once again, we've seen it on this angle before. This time, will be smoked off. Doesn't choose to fire a shot blind. Instead throws that molly out, trying to stall. Fake, being burned by the flames, is removed eventually. Missed in the back of the side. He's going to be flushed out by the utility and not able to find a kill. Super's Tech 9 spam won't land, so it'll have to be another save. Boo! Boo, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever. It's Inferno. I can't even blame him. AWP in a retake doesn't really seem like the ideal weaponry, to say the least, and Kaput's MP9 is not much better suited. He might be able to pick up a couple of exits. Oh, that's a great flash. And it, wow, I don't know how much he could even see there, but he gets Chelios regardless. Maybe it was just raw game sense from him. Well, big nade almost kills Juices outright. He's left on 1 HP. Kaput will manage to bring through the MP9. And Super survives as well, but 10 rounds, double digits found for Rooster. And I mean, I feel like the reason this is able to stay so close is just because the CT side have been doing really well in terms of economy, right? Like DXA right now have the full loss bonus. And because they have those saved weapons, they can fight back into every single one of these rounds. Been a distinct lack of ecos. Ooh, Chelios, along with Skull Hunter, fall at the top of Banana. Leave their teammates in the 3v5. Seems like the response is going to be to just send it over towards A, where there's currently only 2 defenders. One of them is Kaput on the MP9, who's made his way into the app smoke. There's no one there to meet him. Super's caught big time by that flash. Tucks in behind the bomb site box with a Tech 9. He activates. Good for the first and the second through the box. Mist arrives just in the nick of time to take down Juices. And it's only 1 to fall for DXA, 9 rounds for them. And just as I was saying that we've had a distinct lack of eco rounds, now is a chance for DXA to put Rooster on the back foot. Limited loss bonus, they're going to buy back into this round, but if they lose it, not a whole lot of residual money. Mac 10 for Skull Hunter. Might be a conscious decision to try and use him as bait, maybe draw the fire. or potentially punish players with no head armor. They all do have helmets over on the CT side. Kaput good for that first frag. Helped out by Supers on the bomb site. Fires away for a second. Flick not there for the third, but Mist is still tucked in. Still ready and waiting. He's good to take down Juices, and Chelios now in the 1 versus 3. Zoot arrives from Moto, and it's all shut down again. Deja vu for Rooster as the A bomb site take fails. And now we have 10 rounds apiece. Oh, early utility down Banana just instantly takes out Chelios. Half buy for Rooster, already looking limp-limbed. Reckons has the AK in hand. And I think they have an idea of what the situation might be. Jinxie and Zoot trying to take back this space towards top Banana. Skull Hunter, ooh, in danger from the smoke spam. Reckons falls. AK goes with him. No one's able to pick that one up. They just take these fights with the Tech 9s. Almost good enough for it. There you go. Decibel does have the AK in hand. Messy spray from Fake, but he does pick up the other frag. Decibel just planting right in the middle. Unexpected, and it pays off, so he gets the bomb down. Chance for what would have to be the 1 versus 4 clutch. First frag already found. Supers with the USP out. Gets that information, so his teammates are going to flood in to help. Missed. And, ooh, Kaput swinging from CT. They do get the trade, so it will be the defuse for DXA. ADK makes it uncomfortable. And the bomb down for Rooster means they should have a relatively healthy amount of money going into round 22. As Inferno hangs in the balance. DXA's map pick, as a reminder, this is just the first of our best of 3. Waiting in the wings are Dust 2 and Overpass if it's required. How many rounds in one match? 24 is the limit for regulation. It's first to 13. So whoever hits 13 first will win, unless it goes 12-12, in which case it'll be overtime. And then it's whoever wins 4 out of the 6 OT rounds. So you need to get 16 in the first overtime. If there's a second overtime, you need to get to 19, so on and so forth. Yammer away. Rooster set up outside the B bomb site. Fake and Zoot will need to recreate the successes of previous rounds. Another smoke is good. Not a lot of time for this push to come through for Rooster. Utility being thrown over the top as Zoot. Wow, this is a cheeky angle to be playing in. 2 players on top of the boxes. They find the first one, but Fake is still alive. They need to flush him out of this position, and they will be able to do so, but not before losing a second player. So it's 3-on-3 in the post plant. Supers makes his way into CT. Orp scope on the boost, but no one's up there for now. Chelios tucks in behind the new boss Decibel. Also on that bomb site, there's a lurk over towards A, but it needs to have a lot of time bought for it to arrive. Last 3 players for DXA make their way into CT, and the longer they stall out, the more time there is for this flank to get here and stab him in the back. Supers still yet to cross. He will be taken down by Reckons, and now it has to be the 2v3. Mist and Kaput, they charge on in, and they charge to their deaths. Rooster will pick up an 11th round and tie up the game again, 11-11. Nobody can pull ahead on Inferno. Money low for Zoot and Kaput, but there's plenty on their teammates to drop them over. At least I thought. Supers does have a lot of cash. I think he was on 11,000 before the start of this round. So he will be able to drop over 2 rifles. Fake is going to be working with an MP7. Super spots out that player pushing up middle. Ooh, Zoot gets caught by Chelios' Zorp over towards B. That'll have to pull a rotation. Super's currently making his way over. It's fake to pick up the M4A1. Drops the smoke out in front of himself, but he doesn't want to play into that. Skull Hunter going to take advantage, already out in pool. Knows that smoke was blown open, almost catches Supers, but both of them stay alive, and the A bomb site player falls. Now the jig is up. Rooster making their way out onto this free bomb site. There's 2 rotations to come in from CT, but they're hesitant to make the noise. Super's spotting them crossing into the bomb site, but the AWP shot doesn't land. And now, with the B bomb site player lost, they feel like they have to go and save. Skull Hunter is going to be picked up, but it should be the round for Rooster. It'll be map point on Inferno. We'll see how much they want to commit to this hunt. I mean, they should know at this point that at least one of these players is saving. Supers has been spotted. Mist still an unknown element, so ADK is just going to chill on the bomb site and await the potential ninja defuse that could be coming his way. Not a whole lot of money left over for Rooster, but there's only one more round left to play, and they should have enough for it. DXA, on the other hand, going to be working with a little less. Supers has the money to drop one. Kaput's got enough for himself. Mist has the AK saved. But poor old Zoot is just going to be left with a 5-7 by the looks of it. Fires up a couple of nades for himself, but that's all he'll get. Could maybe have a flashbang dropped from one of his wealthier teammates. There it is. Oh, sorry, he's got a smoke, a molly. He's been dropped the molly. Supers, you can drop a flash. There it is. They figured it out. Put will have a rifle and armor for himself, and maybe 1 or 2 nades. Tactical timeout taken for DXA. Now it expires, and they face the reality that is they need to win this round, otherwise Rooster will be stealing their map pick away. Zoot with the 5-7 will be the weak spot. We'll see if Rooster are able to exploit that successfully. They're just charging in towards the A bomb site. Wow, this is fast. A team stab, I think that was, or maybe a nade lands onto Zoot, so he takes a bit of damage. But Mist and Kaput need to hold on, and Mist has already fallen. It's only Kaput on this A bomb site, and Rooster are flushing him out with the molly. A 3v5 faces the last 3 players for DXA. As their map pick looks to slip through their fingers, the nades are just overwhelming for Zoot. Supers and Jinxie left in an impossible situation. 5T's still alive all around the A bomb site. There's too many positions for them to clear. Too much work to do. They'll blow open the smoke. Supers will land a tag. But it feels like salt in the wound that he's not able to find that kill. Jinxie, the last one, running through the smoke with the 5-7. He can only get one. It's 13-11. Rooster will take Inferno. DXA's map pick goes the other way. And we'll be heading over to Dust 2. And it's usually around 10 to 15 minutes between the maps. So if you're interested in watching the continuation of this series, that's how long you'll be waiting for. Otherwise, I will be taking a quick break. I'm going to go grab myself like a glass of water or something. I suggest you guys all do the same. Always healthy to stay hydrated. It's a good thing to enjoy a snack while you wait. But yeah, I'll catch you guys back soon, where we'll see Map 2 of Rooster versus DXA in the playoffs of DFRAG Open Series 5. I just want to give one more reminder before I go that this is the playoffs, but it's not an elimination game. It's a double bracket. So loser of this is not out. They will be playing the loser of Mark and Larry versus Ground Zero, which is being streamed over on Flamboyant's channel. If you want to go watch that game, I'm not sure if they're live right now, like playing a game, but you know, if you're waiting for something here, it's a good idea to go check over there, see what's going on, and then you can come back and join us in about 10-15 minutes, and we'll be back for map 2. I'll see you guys then. Yeah. Oh, I'm back just in time. My goodness, sorry everyone. That was faster than anticipated. Looks like they're about to head on into the pistol round. Usually we get a bit of a break between the maps, but it seems like everyone is eager and ready to go. Rooster up against DXA. This is now Rooster's map pick, Dust 2, where they'll be starting on the T side, as you can see, while making its way over towards B as Chelios tries to draw attention on A long. Lack of commitment could be a telltale sign. Kaput, playing close to the tunnels right now, has that smoke in hand to try and stall this out. There it is, present spotted. But how quickly can he get his gun out? He's good enough for the first one. Zoot from the doors is able to help out. A spam through the smoke, drops the bomb. That was audible. So they know now that it's in upper tunnels. Juices has been joined by Chelios, but they're faced with a 2v4. Wouldn't it be the most ridiculous situation that we've seen Rooster win today? But it's going to be a tough ask. The first frag does go their way, missed falls. Now a bomb site only defended by supers. That goes down. Distinct chance now for Juices and Chelios. Have that utility. It's going to make the retake difficult. Two players make their way in through CT, so there's no short leg to this. Which is where the bomb's planted for. So if Chelios wants to slip away, he can. Instead, he's going to stand and fight. P250 taps away. Zoot, I think you can see the top of his head, but he just can't hit the shots. There it is. Kaput finally takes him down, but the time is running low. There's no kit for this defuse. Juices, all he has to do is stall, and I think he's done enough. DXA don't have time for it. They're going to have to scramble, and despite a Kaput 4K, the pistol round is going to go in favor of Rooster. A 2 versus 4 comes together for them. Oh man. Another one slips through DXA's fingers. Looks like they are going to force into round 2. Kaput, oh, that's risky. Doesn't have the head armor on the M4. Might just be in the right spot though, as it seems like Rooster are favoring an all-out B rush. They want to run through the guns instead. Ooh, I spoke too soon. They call it off. Might be the right play. They go towards mid. There's currently 4 CTs kind of looking in towards this position. Zoot has the chance to activate from the mid doors. Spams away with the 5-7 and lands some damage, but nothing more. Draws a lot of attention, and it's enough for Mist to go on out with the MP9. 3 kills for him. And the second round conversion falls right on its face. ADK now has a 1v5 with a Galil, and he's thinking, what just happened? Where did my whole team go? Bomb dropped in lower tunnels, and it's a matter of time until DXA find this out. Zoot goes down in a spray onto the second, but Kaput, the M4 he purchased does pay off, and they clean it up. DXA tie it up 1-1. And it looks like, if that 2-round sequence is anything to go by, we might have as much of a game on our hands here on Dust 2 as we did on Inferno. In case you missed it, it was 13-11 in Rooster's favor, but just barely. Scout duel in middle. Ooh. First 2 shots sail past each player. Ooh, Reckons over in the upper tunnels has found a Deagle frag onto Kaput. It's the M4 dropped if Zoot wants to try and recover it, and it looks like he will. It's still a man advantage for Rooster. Difficult for them as they're forced back into round number 3 after losing their conversion. If they drop this one, the money's busted. But if they can somehow manage to pick it up, it could be a big, big prize, as the CTs don't have a lot in the bank either. Zoot gets 1 but falls. Now it's 3 versus 2. Supers and Mist. Left with a retake scenario. They know they're up against the weaker weapons. I imagine some of this damage is unconfirmed. And the B bomb site's just so hard to retake, it's hard to justify. They do have the defuse kit. If it weren't for that, it would be very unlikely. And look, they're just going to go save. Rooster somehow have pulled one from the depths of nowhere. Reckons early deagle kill over towards B. Sets off a chain reaction that results in a round win. I imagine for DXA it will be a force buy back into this. Supers has the money to drop a rifle. Kaput and Jinxie can just about give themselves, you know, maybe a FAMAS or an SMG. So they're going to go back in for this. Now, pretty much all the money is invested. Rooster still, you know, it's not the greatest buy for them either. 2 Galils, only 1 AK, the saved M4, and a scout on Chelios. Watching a slugfest for the ages. Yo, Flam, thanks for the raid, bro. 120 people, that's crazy. Is your game done? Who won? GZ20, damn. GG, Mark and Larry. We'll find out who'll be joining them very soon. Right now, DXA down a map, trying to fight for survival. Mist has been removed. 1-for-1 trade over towards A long. Mama has a what's up? How's it going? Feeling good, I imagine. Oh, that's a great flash. Supers setting up fake for the 2K on the SMG. Chelios able to clean it up, but at what cost? Reckons has this lurk position. Might not be suspected, but Kaput has the awareness. Clearing these angles oh so carefully, just needs to win the gunfight, catch the timing. Reckons gun barrel spotted, and now the 1v3 can't come through for Chelios. It will be 2 rounds to 2, and DXA tie it up. And finally, it feels like something's got to give. You know, Rooster, much as they've been able to buy back into these rounds, the end of the line has to be somewhere, right? You've got 3 players below 2K. Just save, guys, please. Oh my, they're forcing again. I can't believe it. Well, Chelios has the AK. Skull Hunter on the Scout. And they'll have to make use of those weapons if they want to pick up round 5. Otherwise, it'll be DXA back in the lead. Mate going loud and proud over towards short. Chelios catches him. Much as I was besmirching it, a force buy now could be taking good shape. As a rifle available for his teammates to scoop up. Little more firepower as they make their way out towards the A bomb site. No one actually picks up the M4, so the Tech 9s will have to do the job. One player being left to hold middle is Reckons. What? How does Zoot hit that shot? It's a straight 180. He just spins around and takes him out like a Beyblade. Suddenly, the 4v4 retake feels a whole lot easier after that kill. I'm still halfway ticked down, but they have the defuse kits. First player on the site falls in Decibel. Chelios, the hero AK, needs to hold on for his team now. He finds the first headshot. Second one available. Chelios is going huge. Zoot taken down as well. It's a 4K for Chelios to hold on to the bomb site. Despite a mystical shot from Zoot, it's the hero AK living up to its name on Chelios for Rooster to pick up round 3. My oh my. What am I watching? Welcome, Raiders. I hope you're having a good time. I feel like that was a good one to join in on. Much as I was talking about how last round, you know, Rooster, they'd forced back into it. Shadow's been spotted, so Reckons will be able to collect a couple of nice easy ecos. Supers falls as well. a bomb site will be nice and available. So I was setting it up like, oh, Rooster, their money's going to be broken. I can't believe it. They've got 3 players below $2,000 and they're forcing, and then they win the round. So now their money is good enough for this buy that you're seeing right now. And DXA left empty-handed. Kaput Stiegel won't be so unlucky. Finds 1 frag. Good for a second as well. Hold on. Decibel shuts it down. My god. I don't know if my heart could take another one of those clutches. 4 rounds on the board for Rooster. Unsuccessful mid-door smoke block, but it won't matter. All 5 Ts are coming out of the tunnels. Kaput in a whole lot of trouble, in a world of hurt. He's been blinded and he's been killed. Fake Mist and Supers now with a 3v5 and no defuse kits. If the bomb goes down, this one's as good as over. M4 recovered, sure. Boost detected, but I mean, what can you do with it? Nade will land some damage, but they are just going to save. 5 rounds for Rooster, and I feel like this is one of the rare times in this series where someone has taken a lead of like 3 rounds or more. It might be like the first time since Rooster had an early lead on Inferno. They were up 4-0, and then DXA battled back to 4-4 and then 5-4. And it just stayed that close pretty much the whole time on Inferno. Rooster look to make Dust 2 a different story as they're trying to hunt down these saves. They've been mostly unsuccessful. They did take out 1 player, but Supers and Jinxie will survive. They're able to drop over a couple of guns to their teammates. Kaput will be left with the scraps. He's going to have an M4 actually. Or an MP9. There you go. It was Zoot selflessly choosing to give up the superior weapon. And a tactical timeout for DXA because they do not want to let this get out of hand. If they lose this round, 2,900 loss bonus is good, but not if you only have $0 left. Rooster, on the other hand, of course, only on 1,400, but I mean, look at what they're working with. The AWP's out on the T side for Chelios. They know that this is their chance to really start to put some force behind their punches. Chelios' ult boost spots the push into lower tunnels. It's big info, and you can see Reckons is playing extra hesitant because of it. Right now there's actually 4 CTs over towards that portion of the map. They clear out the tunnels, and now they turn around to meet the push that's coming their way. It's actually Juices to fall first. Another player comes in the form of Skull Hunter. He will get the trade, and Chelios takes out 1 towards A. Mist fires back through the smoke though. 3-on-3. Somehow things stay tied up. Chelios wants to push the pace on this. Throws out the smoke and he has the bomb on him. I think smartly he will choose to pull away. There's been a couple of CT rotates. Meanwhile, Reckons has taken the B-bomb site. Now Supers. This is a question of how good his awareness is. Because Reckons is all the way up close already and he has no idea. B-bomb site will be falling for free. Reckons makes the crossover. The smoke will allow Skull Hunter to do the same. He's going to get that plant nice and easy, and it looks like it's going to be the save for Kaput and Mist. Chelios would be in position to hunt if it weren't for the fact that he has the AWP. I'll say more of a containment program for him. We'll see if he's going to be tested. He's actually going to make his way in through the doors. Missed. If you can't get this kill... Oh, and he can't. Chelios, that's a quick headshot. Well, Kaput's in a whole lot of trouble. Skull Hunter's about to be coming over the horizon, and there's the headshot. 6 rounds on the board for Rooster. Nothing saved for DXA. It'll have to be a half-buy or an eco if they want to have the M4s in round 10. But for round 9, they'll find themselves on Struggle Street. Good night, Caster. Good night. Thanks for joining us. I hope you had fun. I stream games like this regularly on my channel, by the way. I'll just take the chance while I have it. You know, you can follow me on Twitch. My Twitter, I think, is linked in the description if you want to see. I cast on other channels sometimes. I did something for WACS yesterday, and I'm always posting whatever I'm doing on there. So if you want to keep up with my activities, that's where you can find me. Otherwise, you know, feel free to just follow on Twitch and you can catch these streams whenever I'm doing them. Oof. I've been talking over this eco round because I assumed it was a foregone conclusion, but 2 kills for Fake is not bad by any stretch. Last 2 players in Super and Mist are on low HP though, and with no kits, round feels not particularly likely. They will try and maybe hunt for Chelios. But they've been spotted, and there it is. Chelios cleans it up. 7 rounds for Rooster, and now DXA can buy back in. I cast 2 for EPL, ESL Pro League, or European Pro League? Either way, pretty cool, but you know, one's I think a little bit more high regard than the other. No offense to European Pro League. I'm pretty sure they have some pretty solid teams in there. Or boost spotted. Chelios' shot somehow doesn't hit. I almost can't believe it. Either way, it is 5 alive for now. Smoke blown open for Supers and his shot also doesn't land, so everyone stays alive for now. DTs concentrate this setup towards short. There's actually 2 players. Mist is playing anti-flash right now, and it will be required as his teammate finds himself fully blind. There it is. Fake able to activate once he clears his eyes. And blink and you'll miss it. ADK and Reckon suddenly find themselves in the 2v5. A bomb site's being left feels like suspiciously unguarded. Like, honestly, if I'm ADK and Reckons, I don't trust that this is this open. I think they just heard a footstep, so Fake is already in position. He's being flashed into long. Molotovs will signal that the push is in fact coming from the short side. Supers and Mist expecting misdirection right now, just looking towards the mid doors. As they make their way onto the bomb site, there will be no chance to deny this plant. It is going to go down. 5v2 retake feels like a situation that you should be able to pull off, but I've seen these get out of hand before. Reckons has a storm coming his way as 3 players make their way in towards short. He finds the first. Zoot goes down. Mist on low HP will be the next one. Kaput good for the trade though. Now ADK in the 1 versus 3, and Kaput takes him out as well. Things stay contained, at least for now, for DXA as they put a 3rd round on the board and stop Rooster's momentum. A landslide that was starting to get out of hand is controlled. 7 rounds is, you know, obviously enough for an advantageous half. They'll have at least 7-5 going onto their CT side. I'm sure they'll be looking to extend it in the last couple of rounds of play. We've got 2 more to go here in the first half. AWP has been put away for Chelios. He doesn't quite have the money for it. So it's just going to be 5 AKs to test this CT setup. Fake has been caught. Mist once again is there for the trade. Third player not expected in the form of Zoot. Able to pick up another one, so it's currently a 3 versus 3, but Zoot is getting greedy for more. Skull Hunter has been spotted, and that's the bomb dropped. Now Rooster in the 2 versus 3 know they need to recover it. ADK has been able to do so successfully. And Zoot is expecting, you know, a split push. They're always waiting for this long element, it feels like, DXA. But it's yet to arrive. Reckon's able to drop into the lower tunnels. ADK will do the same. Supers, I'm not sure how well he was able to hear that. But as they shift through the B tunnels with 20 seconds left, there's currently 2 players. And right now they're both looking in the right place. The molly will stall out even more. ADK and Reckons, they are going to have to make this work in a matter of seconds. 10, 9, 8. Supers finds the first. ADK falls as well. So it'll be 4 rounds on the board for DXA as they chase Rooster's tails, heading into the final round of the first half. Final round of the first half. Both teams right now just kind of settling in. It is another cobbled together buy for Rooster, and it's once again Chelios with the hero AK in hand. Mid-doors push comes through. Boost for Mist. Sees the back of Skull Hunter, and Juices falls as well by almost sheer chance. Chelios' hero AK, good to find one. But he's looking all in circles. It is DXA who are going to pick them all up. And they'll pick up the 5th round in the process. Heading onto their T side of Dust 2. It's Rooster's map pick, and they're looking to close out the series into... Sorry, I just got to fix the HUD because that is not correct. There you go. 7 rounds to 5 reads the scoreboard. And DXA take another tactical timeout. They realize that this T side pistol could be make or break for them in terms of staying in the series. Timeout expired. And now it's the time to step up for DXA. Flashbang on Fake is the only piece of utility besides the smoke on Supers, which I neglected. As they head over towards B, it's going to be kaput to try and... This is kind of like the same strat that we saw from Rooster, honestly, on their pistol. They sent one player towards A long, the other 4 are in tunnels. Kit's on Skull Hunter. Right now he's peering into LT. Oh, Chelios, that's a good find. Removes the lurk in the form of kaput, so the remainder of the T-Force is concentrated in upper tunnels, and they are right now getting shredded. It is the dually spamming away for Decibel. Everyone arrives for Rooster, and it will be the pistol secured for them. No second round force this time. DXA just going to be rocking with the pistols. Takes Deagle, unable to find anything in the first engagement. And they're going to group up around the mid doors. Shifting out, Chelios will be the first one on the line. Advantageous angle around that corner. Nice second headshot for him. Nate is going to do a lot of damage. Chelios was looking for the ace, but it will have to be Juices to clean up after a headshot from Supers. 9 rounds on the board for Rooster. And now they find themselves 4 away from closing out the series in 2. Is the format to win first to 13, win by 2? Yeah, sort of. So it's more like best of 24, which means, yes, first to 13. But then after that, it's best of 6. So in overtime, it's 3 rounds on each side, or first to 4, really. You do have to win by 2 in practice, but it's not specifically win by 2. It's more like first to 13 and then first to 16. Yeah, 12-16 if it was overtime. But if it doesn't reach overtime, then it's first to 13, if that makes sense. If it goes to a second overtime, you know, after 15-15, then it's first to 19, first to 22, etc., etc. Right now, DXA certainly don't want it to go to overtime, but it might be the only chance they have as Chelio sprays away into 3 of them with the M4 on A site. The 4v2 situation, and Reckons has caught the lurk. The bomb on Mist's back, but he still has to find all these kills. They're not going to allow him to get it down. It's 10 rounds for Rooster as DXA find themselves floundering. Limited money into round 16. Ooh, missed shot for Chelios gives them a way out of A long. First player up is missed. His Tech 9 is going rabid right now. It's good for 1 frag and leaves Reckons low as well. Help arrives in the form of Skull Hunter. His M4 is good to collect 2. Fake has the AWP picked up. Blank arrives in the form of Kaput. He's good to find 1. Falls away back towards mid doors. Hectic scenes as Rooster try and hold on to what should be an easy round for them. Fake is so blind from that flashbang. Reckons messy spray gets the job done, and Decibel will catch Kaput. So they'll wipe the sweat off their foreheads as the scoreboard reads 11. But it certainly could have looked more comfortable for Rooster. Lower tunnels push for Skull Hunter. Right now it's Kaput on the other side of it. A-long control has been willfully given up by Rooster. So 3T's already made their way out. Ooh, the flashbang gives Skull Hunter the info that there's a player here. And Kaput had no idea. Caught like a sitting duck. An early advantage for Rooster in round 17. Where they're looking to put match point on the board. What a shot from Chelios. A quick flick over to find Supers. And he's good for another one as well. He's going wide on this angle. No fear at all in this man. And why would he? Mist has been spotted. Oh my god, just straight through the smoke. I can't believe he hits that. DXA have nowhere left to run. Zoot on 10 HP is going to be taken down as well. It's match point now for Rooster. They'll have 7 chances to close this out on their map pick of Dust 2. Chelios on 27 and 11. He is just far and away the best player on the server right now. Rooster the faves here, lol? Yeah, absolutely. Definitely the favorites. And right now it's showing in how they're playing. Skull Hunter is old, to say the least, is how I'll put that. He will be punished. DXA take him out. And the cross smoke drops in. Rooster realize that they're probably going to have to be retaking this, provided there are no heroics. That might not be a good assumption. Reckons is good for 1. Smoke break. Doesn't pay off though. Leaves them 2 versus 4. Chelios and ADK. Capable players for sure, but situations like this are never easy. Supers over towards long has been heard. Reloading. ADK collects them. Chelios needs to reposition towards short, and the last 3 Ts are going to move over towards that way as well. 1 drops into CT, that's missed. Bomb not planted for him. They just need to find these frags. And ADK has so much to do, but Chelios helps him out. Missed. Did I really just disconnect at this time? Nope, we're good. He's been felled. Chelios is still going, but... oh, okay, well... despite the almost anticlimactic moment, it will be DXA to barely hold on to it. Kaput and Mist, oh so low on health. One of them will fall. Mist will save. But at least 1 more round put on the board for DXA. Not ready to give it up yet. They are still fighting. Right now, Rooster still have plenty of money in the bank as well, so 4 rifles and the AWP out for them. Chelios' AWP, they're going to be bamboozled by this. It's in the right place again. First shot doesn't miss. There's so many flashes though. Decibel doesn't care. It's ADK finding 2 frags. Fake good to take down Chelios and ADK as well in the window. So plant will be available. His teammate there to cover. Mist has a smoke for the doors. It'll be 3 versus 2 in the retake as Rooster right now sending all of their players into tons. They're still not sticking the C4. The longer they wait on this, the more time Rooster are going to have to play within the retake. Only 1 smoke on Juices. As Fate gets over back towards tunnels, the first shot misses. The jig's up though. They know where this push is coming, but it might not matter. Mist finds himself in the 1v3 clutch. He goes back through the doors, but there's too many targets. Rooster are going to pick it up 13-6 on their map pick, Dust 2. They'll win the series 2-0 over DXA and move along in the upper bracket of the playoffs. They'll be playing off against Ground Zero tomorrow in the upper bracket game. In the lower bracket, it will be DXA up against the losers of the other match. That was Mark and Larry. And both those games, I believe, will be played at the same time. This one started today, so 4:30 Eastern States time tomorrow, which is Tuesday. And yeah, you can catch that on, I think Flamboyant will be streaming it, as well as Bits. I'm just going to double check that for you real quick, so I'm not passing out misinformation. Yep, okay, so Flam is doing the Ground Zero versus Rooster game, and Bits and Lancey will be doing the other one, which will be... sorry, 1 second. Which will be DXA versus Mark and Larry. So you can catch those games 4:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, which is UTC plus 10, I believe, if you're an international viewer. Jinxie in chat, GG's. Or Fake, which I've heard is your new preferred name. Nice try from you guys, especially on Inferno. You made that really close. Hopefully you'll have better luck against Mark and Larry tomorrow, I suppose. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining me. I'm gonna try and find someone to raid, because there's got to be someone out there that could use the viewership. If you were just here for this though, that's all I've got for you, I'm afraid, in terms of DFRAG Open Series 5. So thank you so much for joining me. I've been Sync. If you want to see more of this sort of CS, you can follow me here. Follow me on Twitter if you want to see everything else that I'm casting. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Oh. Let's go raid a fellow Australian streamer. I reckon that's a good idea. Final, it was 2-0 Rooster, if you're asking about the scoreline. If you're asking about who will be in the grand final, it will be the winner of Rooster versus Ground Zero up against whoever makes it out of the lower bracket, which could be any of the 3 teams as far as we know. Dang, and it was BO3. Yeah, that's it. That is the end of that series. So I'm going to raid this person. I think she's an Australian streamer. I'm pretty sure she's done CS in the past. Yeah, recent follow I think I can see on her channel right now is Only Sold Me Fent. So that clicks, that checks out. Yeah, she was streaming CS yesterday. So we'll go show some love to someone else in a similar community. Otherwise, thank you everyone for joining me. I've been Sync. This was DFRAG Open Series 5 Playoffs, Rooster versus DXA, and I will see you all later.